Welcome back everyone, my name is Echo. In today's video, we are going to be going over the new and improved armor stands for Minecraft Pocket Edition and Windows 10 Edition in the 1.2 beta. Personally, this is one of my favorite features that has been introduced. Armor stands previously for console edition and PC have been very plain and boring. The developers have noticed this and they have introduced 13 different poses, including the default armor stand pose. If you do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button and hopefully you learned something a little new. So I'm going to briefly go through all the poses and of course how to change the pose, what you can put on them, what you can't put on them. So by default, this is the ordinary armor stand in Minecraft that's been around for a very long time. They actually changed it to moving it all the way down to your arms or at the side. So this is one of the first poses. The next one is kind of like, it reminds me of an iron golem. It's like you're holding out the item to pass the flower, what they do with villages. So I really like that one as well. This one's also very similar. This one, they all look like dance moves. I really like this one because in this one, I always put a dragon egg where it looks like you've got like the holy grail. Looks like you've earned yourself a super prize. You're lifting it up. You're super excited. I will go through all the rest of them, but let's start off by placing a couple of items on the very default one. So how this works is to equip it, all you got to do is type equipped, 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 and we're going to be using Steve heads in today's tutorial. Now if you guys do want to change the pose, how this works is you have to crouch. If you are on Windows 10 Edition, it's just shift click and then you tap on it. It doesn't say change the pose, it doesn't say equipped. Of course, that's just the way Minecraft Windows 10 is. But with this one, you can actually change the pose. And we'll go through a couple of poses without holding anything at all. So if we change this, this is the one that you can see next to him. And then it goes further and further down. You can see here, we're starting to change this. And what I want to do here is I actually want to grab myself a rose. So we grab ourselves a rose. What we'll do is we'll put this in his hand because you can actually put any item in their hand, and as you can see there, it's kind of like they're holding a flower. I know it's normally a red flower compared to rose, but you guys get the idea what you can do. If you really wanted to, you could actually give him an armor stand holding an armor stand. It's kind of like armor standception. So we go for a couple of these. This one, he's kind of like really proud. We've got a yay kind of pose there. We've got like the holy grail, and like I told you, I really like this one because if you're smart enough and you've kind of earned yourself a reward, whether it's a diamond block, whether it's a dragon egg, like I explained, I like to use the dragon egg with this one. So what I'll do here, as I'll equip this one, it's kind of like, yes, I've earned the prize. The Steve head is pretty big, and look how close he is. You can actually see his eyes are right on the prize. So the next one we have here, it's kind of like a hug pose. Don't know what else you could introduce in this hand, but I'm sure you guys will figure it out. The next one, kind of just like a, check out my egg. This one is the dabbing one. This is actually the dabbing pose. Now I want to try and get this off him. There we go. This is dabbing in Minecraft. There is actually a dabbing pose. I don't think it's called a dabbing pose. I'm pretty confident it's meant to be for a sword attack. As you can see there, it's kind of like a sword attack. But everybody's kind of called this the dabbing armor stand because it kind of does look like that. That's kind of what I figured it out as. So let's give him the sword again. Let's change the pose to this one. He's kind of like ready to fight. This one is like the can one. So there's two of these ones. You've got one kicking his his left leg to the left. Yes, I think that's right. And then the next one is to the other side. So it's pretty cool. This one is check out my sword. And this one is I am ready to fight you again. So that's all the poses that we do have. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to place a couple of different designs on these armor stands. And you guys can let me know which ones you do like best. So after having a good old mess around with them, I've come up with different stances, different poses, different items that I think you guys will enjoy. So the first two I've kind of kept default. These ones being just like, well, they're just holding a sword and it's Steve with his armor on. Kind of like the very basic armor stand. The next one I've done here is holding a yellow flower. Like I said, this one to me reminds me of like an iron golem. This guy I've gave a bow in preparation for fighting, like battling. The next dude I turned into a fishing guy because it kind of looks like he's holding a fishing stance. He's about to cast it out, and I really do like that pose a lot. It looks so good with so many different items. This one I've called the egg guy because he's holding his egg. The hugging guy I called the diamond guy because, I mean, everybody wants to hug when they've got diamonds. Didn't really know what to put in this guy's hand. Was going to give him a flower as well, but I thought, you know what? let's add a firework. Now the dabbing guy, although it is classed as a dabbing guy, as you've all seen, I put a sword there because it does look like he's ready to poke somebody with the sword. Looks like he's doing fencing. That's what it reminds me of. Called this guy the Totem of Undying. The can guys, I've just put redstone blocks because you can literally put any block in their hand. Anything that you can obtain in Minecraft, they can have in their hands, which I thought looked pretty cool. The last guy, I've added a diamond block, but this last one reminds me of like taking a selfie. That's what it reminds me of. I really couldn't think of a phone-styled design in Minecraft, but we've done that. So as you'll notice here, right, when you place this down, it's got like a hand slightly pushed forward, but when you place it on a redstone block, it does like a different kind of stance. Now, apparently these are active with redstone. Don't know how to do it, haven't messed around with it, but you can activate these with redstone. Something else I forgot to show you guys is you can actually put the elytra on them as well. So, oops, let's try this, put this down. We can equip this, and you can actually put it in its offhand. I'm pretty sure you can, no you can't. Okay, so you can just put the elytra on its back, which I think is pretty cool. Very similar to what Console Edition has. So what we'll do here is I'll actually put them on this one. And we'll change a couple of the poses so you guys can see what the elytra looks like. It would have been pretty good if you could have the elytra and your chest plate, but that's not a thing. So that's everything that I wanted to share with you with the new armor stands. Hopefully you learned something new. Hopefully you understand them a little bit more. Let me know what your favorite pose is. If you create any awesome creations with this, be sure to tweet me. It's just @ECKOSOLDIER. Take care, stay beautiful, have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!